The U.S. Air Force is preparing for a critical design review of its new next-generation B-21 stealth bomber to emerge sometime in the 2020s. Senior Air Force leaders explain that it does include the next generation of stealth technology and, quote, will be able to hold any target at risk anywhere in the world, anytime. At the same time, this falls within a broad context of an ongoing debate about the future of stealth, and widely speaking, there are several parameters that can be discussed. Much of this program, as one might expect, is not publicly discussable. There are some broad categories the design examination is expected to explore. One of them, of course, is stealth configuration, making something have a low radar signature. That includes having fewer vertical structures, fewer external pylons, which are then susceptible to a radar ping and a return signal being detected. Another category being explored for future stealth technology is what's called reducing the thermal signature, heat exhaust being less detectable to thermal sensors and enemy radar. One of the ways they do this, for example, with the current B-2, is to put the exhaust on top of the airplane and bury the engine deep inside so its heat emissions are less detectable. The B-21 is expected to incorporate many of these next-generation designs. Another area can include radar-absorbing stealth materials. All of this falls within the broad context of an ongoing debate about the future of stealth technology. Particularly Russian-made air defenses are better networked with digital process. A recent report from the Mitchell Institute, written by a retired Air Force two-star general, makes the case for, quote, the imperative for stealth, saying both that stealth technology is evolving and also looking at stealth applications within the context of other tactical approaches, such as flying alongside aircraft which are not stealthy to absorb radar, that have things like tail fins or vertical structures, as well as things like external weapons pylons, which themselves are more detectable. A stealth airplane is engineered to elude what's called surveillance radar, which is lower frequency and able to detect that simply a plane is in an area, and then there's engagement radar, which is actually able to target an enemy fighter. Stealth planes are engineered to elude both of them. The stealth technology on something like an F-22 or an F-35 is less likely to be able to avoid surveillance radar, so an enemy might be able to detect that indeed a plane is overhead. But then it will rely on its dogfighting ability, its speed, maneuverability, and other air-to-air attack technologies. This next generation B-21, however, is expected to advance the technology of stealth platforms as well as function in tandem with not only other fighters but other kinds of techniques. Kris Osborn.